All right, this video is going to go over Module 2 Homework 4 notes, and now we're actually getting into graphing functions. So we dealt with what a function is a relation a function or not, all that good stuff, and now we're actually graphing functions. Remember, this first little part says x equals 5 is going to be a vertical line. Everyone always gets these confused. So if you have a graph, an x and y graph, no matter what, if x is 5, no matter how far up or down you're going, it's going to be a vertical line at x equals 5. Same concept for if y equals 2. Y equals 2 is going to be a horizontal line. This time on our x and y coordinate system, no matter how far we go left and right, we are always going to go up 2. So our line is going to look like that. Y equals 2, and that's going to be horizontal. So keep that in mind. So our next example says use the following function to find f of 1. So remember, instead of f of x, they wrote f of 1. So this tells me whenever x is 1, what is our y value? So whenever x is 1, so right here, here's our point that lines up with our x value of 1. For this x value of 1, our y value is going to be 2. So this is the point 1, 2. So our y value for this case will be 2. Our answer is going to be 2 for that one. Same concept for this graph down here. It says use the function of the use a graph of the function to show all positive values of x such that g of x is 7. So this graph is labeled as called g of x. So for g of x, it's saying this time, so notice over here it says g of x, so this graph is labeled as called g of x. This time I don't know my x, but I know my g of x is the same thing as y, so my g of x equals 7. So this time my y value is 7, and it's asking me what is my x value. So when y is 7, we're looking right here. So whenever y is 7, we have a couple different options. Right here, y is 7. Right here, y is 7. And right here, our y value is 7. So whenever y is 7, we have multiple x values. So for this left one, this will have an x value of -5. So -5, 7 is that ordered pair. So this x value is -5. For this one, this x value is going to be -1. So -1, 7. So that x value is going to be -1. And then this last one over here will give us an x value of +7. So 7, 7. So we have 3 different points when our y value is 7. So those x coordinates will be -5, -1, and 7. So be careful if there's more than one. All right, that is our Module 2 Homework 4 notes.